Hey guys, reading time. Happy Saturday, everybody. Alrighty. So for this main collective, and it's so crazy because I need to show you how my candle is right now. You guys need to see this. Do you see how big that is? It's huge. What is going on? But it kind of doesn't surprise me though, because like the main message I was hearing for this collective, and now it's going is alignment. You could feel like there are certain things aligning, and there is a test of faith about to arrive. So I know I don't usually do it like this, but since the first thing that came to my mind was the alignment, I want to see what's currently going on in your connection with the person on your mind. And my candle is going crazy right now. I seriously, like, I don't want to I don't want to make any sudden movements because it's this big right now. You guys could be really connected. Oh, I'm not gonna. It's, oh my God. You guys see that? Do you guys see that? That is your energy, guys. Look how big that flame is going. Oh my God. Alrighty. Let's get into it. So as I said before, I want to see what your current connection, how it's currently, from a higher perspective, just to see because these, I like to see, like, it kind of gives me both perspectives of what your main focuses are from a higher perspective. But yeah, I want to first get into this, and then we'll get into you guys and then your person. But this won't resonate with everybody. I already feel it. Oh, alrighty. Main collective, what is currently going on in your connection from a higher perspective. What is currently going on in your connection? All right, so we have number 7, but this is a message of trust and literally a test of faith. I need to move slowly with this, but trust that I am moving, even when it seems that I'm not. We have number 4, so 7th of the 4th or 4th of the 7th could be an important date. Also, angel number 74 could resonate. You are my true love, my heart, and my soul. All growth as well, so 745. For the 5th of the 4th. I'm looking for a way out of the situation so I can be free. Again, there's a reason why I say alignment. Mission. And number 6, 4, 5, 6. Oh my God. Literally 4, 5, 6, and 7 on I don't know if you guys can see that. You guys see that? 4, 5, 6, and 7. Alignment. And literally alignment. As twin flames, we are here to ascend and help others to do the same. And then we have a postcard, 9. And 69. Oh, that's kind of like in between of twin flame energy, like yin and yang energy. And also I see 69 as the wheel of fortune. What we are experiencing is a part of a larger collective clearing. Don't feel alone because others are healing too. Again, I feel like for this collective, and even for this person, I feel like you guys feel that certain things are aligning. But it could feel for you guys that maybe you do feel like you're a little bit disconnected. But I feel, if anything, you're more connected now than you were before. And communication, number 1, under the moving slowly. I wanted to send you a message today, but I was afraid to. I don't know if you want to hear from me or if I can say the right things to you. There's a reason why I say everything. 7th of the 1st, 1st of the 7th could be important dates, memories, or birthdays. This person, you are heavily in their energy, and not that this collective you are intentionally in their energy. It's just that you guys are kind of like, this person is consumed by your energy right now, or by you in their mind. The thoughts of you are consuming them, is what I'm feeling. Union. I never go for these first, so karmic ties. So you are my soul, my love, my heart. I know I need to release attachments with karmic people, and it's so crazy because this one, where was it? The all growth one. So looking to break free out of certain situations, certain karmic situations, confirmation having to do with union. Again, aligning. I know I need to release attachments with karmic people. I'm creating a plan to leave him or her. So maybe you, this collective, no. And 64, angel number 64. The flower of life. But maybe you know that they're currently attached to a karmic partner. This also, well, this one is more of karmic partner, but it could be that maybe for a small part of this collective that it's more of karmic people, karmic energies, you know, family, friends, workships, whatever kind of ship, which is karmic energy. They're starting to go over, you know, what they're needing to release. They could be really going through that, like that 4 of coins in reverse, you know, releasing those material attachments, releasing the 3D aspect, which is very good. All growth. Whoa. So we have another postcard. This is, I'm looking for a way out of my out of the situation. Clear the illusion. Confirmation as I'm saying it. Clear the illusion of the 3D world. Don't take everything at face value. There's a lot more going on spiritually and energetically that you can see. And Brie always says this, you know, and I love quoting her. She's so wise. It's not the rooms we're in, but the rooms we're not in, what actually aligns everything. You know what I mean? I think it's how she said it, but something like that. The right collective will understand that. Mission. But another trusting card. But again, another 64. The divine is on this collective and on this connection. There's something beautiful happening, transitioning with this connection. So under the twin flames one, that we're here to help others to ascend. I've been so grounded all my life. It's hard for me to trust the spiritual elements of our connection, yet I can't deny they exist. They really could be going through that acceptance of like that kind of like core acceptance. You know, there's a point where you guys go through an acceptance, but there's sometimes that the denial comes over you guys. You know, it's kind of like that 50-50, that hot and cold energy, because it's like, since in this spiritual journey, you know, there's a lot of things that when we're going through this healing journey, a lot of intangible things, you know, that it's really trusting in your divine and divine timing, and you know that everything will come into fruition at the right time. But we do live in this human experience. Sometimes the left side of our brain, that 3D aspect, is usually wanting to maybe, you know, try to convince us, and there's a reason why I'm saying this, trying to convince us that, oh no, because it hasn't come into fruition yet, it's never coming into fruition, and put us into that disbelief. And it happens with overthinking people, that, you know, we tend to go, or tended to go towards, you know, that left side of the brain is like, oh my God. And then you start really focusing on the evidence that why it's not going to work, or why it hasn't worked yet, instead of just believing and releasing. I feel this collective, maybe you've been really going through that transition of maybe stopping your brain or stopping your mind on its tracks when, you know, it's wanting to put negativity in yourself, or it's wanting to confirm through archived subconscious evidence of why it's not going to work, or why it hasn't worked in the past, you know. I feel you guys are more like, no, I believe. It's like this collective, this feminine collective, the ones who lead through that spiritual journey, the feminine energy. I feel you guys are more in that energy of just releasing whenever it comes to your mind. If anything, you're reflecting and thinking, okay, why is this coming up right now? And I feel like that same energy is projecting onto this person, and they're going through that hot and cold of acceptance and denial. But, you know, their left side of the brain is really illuminated right now, and really trying to have, you know, trying to be right now. But they could be actually really trying to focus on that glass half full positivity, instead of focusing on why this won't work. It's coming to my mind for a reason like that. But just with the 64, the creator is by your side. This is very faded energy, I feel. Postcard. Oh, romantic message. I long to sweep you off your feet and shower you with love. So this is about experiencing that larger clearing in the collective. So I feel like maybe this person really knows that there's something happening, something shifting in the universe right now for you guys to be aligning. I feel it's maybe putting this person into more belief as well. And the fact that you guys are staying more positive as well is helping them transition. My throat chakra is kind of like closing. So maybe this person is wanting to open that. Sometimes when I start having that kind of, you know, like I'm having to or cough or stuff, like I can feel like there's an energy. Sometimes it's that maybe they don't want to speak, but sometimes I feel like it's they're trying to like really unblock that chakra. So it could be that they're going through an unblocking of their throat chakra is what I'm feeling. Okay, let's just get one more with this, and then I want to see how you guys are feeling and how they're feeling. So I've been giving my power away to people, and I intuitively put that over the growing, I'm looking for a way out of the situation. So what are they doing? They're looking a way out of the situation of letting other people control or dictate their lives. They're wanting to be free. And 77. I've been giving away my power. I've been giving my power away to people in my life. I'm learning to set boundaries. Beautiful. So how do they set themselves free? By putting those limits, by putting up those boundaries and saying, you know what? This is my life. I literally am seeing that. Which card was it? The one that says, this is my life. My Hierophant energy. That Hierophant in reverse, thinking for themselves. I'm really seeing that Hierophant in reverse. Certain patterns. Oh, you got your guys' inner child. I feel like this could be something that you guys are kind of like clearing out with that postcard energy. My inner child was wounded when my parents couldn't respond to me in the way I needed them to. I'm reacting from that wound. They could be going through and this is number 4. So number 4s for me are masculine energy. I feel like maybe the masculine is really going over certain patterns or certain wounds having to do with childhood. So maybe you guys are feeling a little bit heavy on that sense. Maybe you guys are having certain memories resurface from when you were a child. Is coming to my mind. But if anything, I feel like you guys are kind of, again, this collective, you're in introspection in the sense of everything that you are feeling, everything that is coming up in your mind, you are going within and being like, why is this being illuminated? Which means, again, what I said before with that, Kendall, you guys are very connected intuitively, even though I feel you guys feel like you're a little bit disconnected. Don't make it fit. All right. So we have the connection. So I want to confirm and want to see, just to make sure that this is your reading. I want to see how your current connection is with these. Just to give you a couple more details, and then we'll get into you guys and then this person. Alrighty. Currently, the connection between the collective and the person on your mind. Current connection. What is currently going on? Unconditional love, the first one. Oneness. I love that. I literally stared at that oneness. All right. Wow. Okay, so we have 6. Hold on. All right. So we have love, not enough. So this is about certain jealousy, self-sabotage, a little bit of frustration in a relationship, and lack of confidence. This is your current connection, not just you guys. So this is not only your person, but you guys as well. But self-indulgence, focusing on yourself instead of focusing on not feeling like enough. So I feel, again, what I said before, that projection, it's working for this person and for this collective. You guys maybe and it's so funny how love was the first one. You guys are leading this journey with unconditional love, but not just towards your person, but mostly towards yourselves. Chaser energy. I feel like this person is, again, that shift. This person is wanting to chase, but also there could be certain abandonment issues, that inner child that we got with that Intuit Tarot. Certain fears having to do with abandonment when we're with this person. That's why they're going over a lot. You guys got the chaser and the runner. Stop it. Stop. You guys got the chaser and the runner. I feel like you guys are ascending from this. Magical. Amazing. Okay, so the first thing I'm feeling with this is what's currently going on in your connection. This collective, you are leading with love, compassion. You're leading with Empress Glow. You're leading with divine feminine energy, but mostly towards yourself, focusing on your oneness, but also projecting onto this person. So maybe you're that collective who actually, whenever you're feeling them inside, or whenever you feel them pop up in your mind, just because, and it's them on the same frequency as you guys are kind of thinking of each other at the same time. You guys are releasing them with love and light. Do not make that fit. I feel that you guys have been working, and both of you have been working for this collective. I feel it was more, working on releasing that frustration in the relationship of when is this coming into fruition, where this person, I feel, is still a little bit stuck on that 3D aspect of when is it coming into fruit, when is it going to align. This collective, through self-indulgence, through focusing on yourself and focusing on your self-worth, through taking that time to heal and focusing on that shadow work, you've been releasing that frustration. You've been, gaining confidence, you've been no longer self-sabotaging. And I feel for this person, they're going over self-sabotage patterns, even jealousy issues, or a little bit of fear of when is this coming into fruition. It's coming to my mind for a reason. I said it before. I feel like this person could be going through a little bit of shadow work. Hold on, I kind of want to see this person's shadow. The person on the collective's mind's shadow currently. We're literally going to go with the flow with this, because I've never had an energy like this before. Shadow dance. I love that. So fluid. Literally as I was saying it, guys. Oh my God. So this person is really trying to focus. I got chills. Literally. This is about fluidity, movement, and openness. Sign. Confirmation. When you move shadows, you discover your rhythm. And as I was saying it, fluid. Beautiful. Beautiful. They're exploring their feelings. Authenticity, closure, and peace. This is absolutely delve into insecurities and unresolved emotions, fear in the ego, jealousy issues, the fear of abandonment, which I feel is this person mostly, and that fear of intimacy, and that listening to the ego again with that runner energy. And healing through art. This person could be an artist maybe, or, is someone, and art can be done in many ways or forms. Art is art. Doesn't have to be painting. It doesn't have to be music. Everybody can find art in different ways and, express art in different ways. But creativity and expression, confirmation with that, I feel like they're wanting to express. They could be, why am I hearing like a writer? Maybe they usually write poetry, but you don't know about this. And maybe, I'm hearing it. They come in with poetry, or, that kind of that. I'm seeing my, my journal, the expression of love. But this is beautiful. And self-compassion. So they're having self-compassion towards themselves. Again, very divine feminine energy towards themselves. How you guys are doing with yourselves. But growth mindset and resilience. Wow. Wow. I am amazed. That was magical. That, oh my God, that openness and that fluidity was magical. But going back to the reading. So I feel like through your self-indulgence, I feel it's been projecting onto them as well. Again, wanting to remove what no longer serves them, that karmic energy, and release certain fears. I do feel like maybe with this runner energy, I feel like maybe this person is going over again, that 3D aspect. Am I going to run again? Is this going to ignite again and make me run? So I feel like they are exploring their feelings, but to the sense of a little bit afraid of their feelings, because it's kind of like they're still in that energy of their feelings control them instead of the other way around. They're still in that, taming to attain energy. Let's confirm love. So this is your current connection. It's love. Transforming through unconditional love. But this is about a new phase, rekindling, renewing, growth, transformation, changing mind. Absolutely beautiful. And ascending, transcending obstacles, sign. Wow. So literally, confirmation, this collective, you are leading with love. Do not make it fit. I feel like this collective, maybe you do have certain moments where you have a nostalgic moment, or you have this, melancholy on this person, but you're releasing it. You're releasing it, and you're just trusting in the divine. Don't make that fit, guys. Not enough. wanting to, this is my 50-50. There's a reason why I said that 50-50 energy. I feel like this person is going through, I feel like maybe they're in that frustration over this relationship now, where before you guys were in that frustration. There's a certain lack of confidence, as I said before, but I feel like they're going with that lack of confidence. It's them going through that sabotage that they had with themselves and wanting to rebuild. They're going through an interrogation within themselves. As I'm speaking, blocktion. Oh my God, I am so excited. This person could be really excited, and that's why they're like, what do I do? But literally, this is about repetitive. And what did I say with that runner? This person is going over, will I run again? Will I repeat this story again? Which means this collective and this person, you guys have closed a karmic cycle, a 2-year karmic cycle, or like repetitive cycle. You've closed it out and you're starting to begin a new one. This collective, you did not repeat that cycle. You learned from that cycle, and now you're starting. I'm seeing my Ace of Coins. Self-indulgence. I'm really seeing that as rebuilding themselves as well. This is, the hammer is not just rebuilding the relationship, but I feel because this is like both of your connections, whatever this person is lacking confidence in, or whatever they're going through having to do with self-sabotage or even jealousy issues. I feel like this person is wanting to rebuild, wanting to reprogram. Self-indulgence. Endings bringing new beginnings. Sign. Growth, change, liberation, and transition. This is beautiful energy. You both are focusing on endings bringing the new beginnings. And if anything, not the ending anymore. You're trying to focus on that new beginning. Trying to release that ending. It's done. We can't do anything about the past. Chaser. So this is about third-party interferences, certain temptation. Maybe you guys, if you guys were the chaser in the relationship, the feminines, it can happen sometimes that the feminine is the runner. But if whoever resonates with that chaser journey, when you guys were in that chaser because of fear of abandonment, codependency, and such, I feel like you guys are going through certain temptations. But there's something of this third-party interference. It could be what I said before about this, but I feel maybe this person is going over certain third-party interference. They did get, wanting to release certain karmic energies. I want one more for seduction and the chaser. I feel this is something they're going over. Just how I said that, I feel like this person is wanting to chase you now. Maybe they're going a certain ending having to do with a third party. Chaser and seduction. Heartbroken. So grieving, mourning, loss, separation. It could be that maybe this person, because I'm really seeing that chaser as the masculines. I really feel like the chaser energy for now, for this collective, is on the masculines, and for this collective, you guys are in that runner energy. Not runner per se, but you guys let it go. You know what I mean? It could be that they've gone through a breakup, and they're feeling a little bit lost as well. They're wanting to find their way home. Confirmation, as I'm saying, a karmic relationship. I feel that's that chaser energy. Runner. You guys are more focused on the commitment, maybe. The eternity, the completion, the union. And also no longer running from it. One more. It's funny because I'm kind of seeing that as that transition as well, from the runner to wanting the commitment. And from the chaser, this collective, you're no longer chasing. You're in divine feminine. You guys don't even see yourselves as chaser. You don't even feel that chaser energy anymore. Maybe it does trickle in a little bit, with certain temptation, that pull. But you guys are not giving into it. I feel this person is wanting to chase you because they're going finally through that release of that third party. And now it's like, instead of running, they're wanting to come in with union. It's very weird because literally that runner and engagement ring, I confirmed that, and healing heart. I feel like this collective, you've been focusing on healing your heart and letting this come in, being open, which they're going through right now. But this is healing from heartbreak, literally healing from heartbreak. from chaser to runner. Healing from heartbreak. Freedom from a toxic relationship. Again, confirmation with that chaser, or addiction or addictive thought pattern, even for this collective. If that was your overthinking mind would maybe take over in the past. This is absolutely beautiful. And kisses, again, unconditional love. Giving and receiving affection. This is my 6 of coins energy. Falling in love. Let's get one more. Last one. Last one of how your connection is currently. And then we'll get into divine feminine first and then divine masculine. Dragonfly. So certain things, this is about being lighthearted. This collective, I feel like you guys are. And I put that over that self-indulgence and the ending bring a new beginning. But certain things could be coming into light right now. This is about adapting, changing, and healing. Beautiful energy. Beautiful energy. Beautiful. Alrighty. Let's get into it. All right. We're gonna... I want to see how you guys are genuinely feeling towards the person. You guys could be really focused on your mission right now. Maybe you've been feeling a little bit disconnected with your mission. You know, if you're an oracle reader, whenever I see that mission, I do usually see oracle readers, but it usually kind of confirms more of that when my psychic abilities card from this deck comes out. You guys could be a little bit, you know, disconnected, having to do with your mission. For some reason, it's coming to my mind. There's a big shift happening worldwide anyways, you know, like maybe you're not receiving so many messages anymore and you're having to, you know, maybe tap into I'm saying this for a reason, into your collectives, intuitively, you know, and it's not like you're getting the message for whatever your collective is needing. Right, collective, for this reading, we'll get that. And you guys are going through that. That's a big detail. All right, how is this collective genuinely feeling towards the person on their mind? How is this collective genuinely feeling towards the person on their mind? So there could be distance, there it is, confirmation with that inner child healing. So there could be actual physical distance, but also the emotional distance that maybe you guys are having right now. I don't feel like this collective, you guys have that emotional distance, but more so it's that emotional distance because of that it's not in the 3D. You know what I mean? How are you guys currently feeling? So you could be going, oh, but this is beautiful. Beautiful. Could be going through certain abandonment issues. That could be some of the patterns or some of the wounds that could be resurfacing right now. And inner child healing. And it's so funny because I literally said about inner child healing and that abandonment. You could feel like maybe they are spying on you, but I'm seeing that as maybe learning from you. But you feel like you're coming into inner union yourself, or also that you could feel like maybe they're coming into inner union, which means that they could be really healing this out. We'll confirm. So this collective, you would know that they had certain inner child wounds that they're needing to heal out, and they had certain abandonment issues that they're needing to heal out as well. So don't make that fit. Distance. I'm seeing closing at the distance. Oh, but connected in the 5D. So you could really feel like even through this physical distance, you can feel them in the 5D. And also you can... My throat, dear Lord. Also you can feel like it's closing, like the distance is closing in, like closing in the distance. Activated. You could feel like this person really got activated right now through another activation. We go through a lot of activations in our journey. It's not just one activation and then we start healing. No, it's a lot of other activations because it's activating through our trauma, through our wounds, how we start to ascend and start to grow and start to heal that out. Inner child healing. In the 3D. So they could be feeling very heavy right now. I want one more for that. And literally children on the bottom. Oh, but this is beautiful. Beautiful. What did I say? But acceptance. So they're going, again, this collective, you could be feeling like they're really, you know, accepting the journey and accepting the wounds that they're needing to heal. No longer avoiding them. That's beautiful. And there it is. What did I say? That dark night of the soul. Could really feel like they're going through that dark night of the soul. If this is what they're, you know, what you're feeling that they're embodying right now, that's heavy. acceptance, abandonment, activation. And there it is. So you could feel like their abandonment issues have been activated for a reason. It's one of the layers that they're needing to heal out. Let's get one more. Confirmation through your intuition, but also activating them through their intuition and their trust. And maybe they could be wanting to meditate. I'm not really feeling that, but I feel like it's activating their third eye chakra into, you know, starting to see in the right way instead of seeing through these. This is absolutely beautiful. Spying. But spying, I don't chase, I attract. Again, there's a reason why I said I feel like they're learning from you. So you could feel like they're spying, but it's more they're maybe, and again, there's a reason why I said also that maybe you guys are oracles and they're learning from your, you know, your craft. You know, they're really paying attention to what you say. You could be speaking about cycles a lot right now, or even you could be speaking about the layers that you're going through. You could have had, I'm hearing it for a reason. Could have had or maybe it's a small part of this collective where you guys are already working through your mission and through your service, where you had a collective that you were speaking of certain things that were kind of similar to your journey, and this person, like, really, again, introspection, it really illuminated certain things, that dragonfly energy in their mind having to do with their healing is coming to my mind. But through this I don't chase, I attract, literally that Empress glow. You guys are like, okay, if this is something that has to happen, it'll happen. Inner union. Oh, they're confirmation. They're finding inspiration. But also I feel like you're finding inspiration in yourself by coming into this inner union. For your first card, for in the connection, to be that unconditional love, this collective, you do not have resentment towards this person. You do not you're not holding on to the past. If anything, whenever it does resurface, you're just trying to let it go. Do not make these details fit. If you're pining and longing and you're like, oh, when is this person gonna come? This is not your reading. This collective, you have really come in my candle again. That is my sign of I am saying the right thing. This collective, you guys are in that surrender of, you know, you could be going through that emotional release as well. And to be able to release it, we need to go through that emotion. But you guys are more in that surrender of not wanting to focus on the time. When is this coming in? You're just, you know, it'll come when it's... But also this, you inspire me under this inner union. I'm seeing, you know, what Bree says, you know, the right kind of love will always want to make you grow. I'm feeling that with this, you inspire me. It's like this collective has found inspiration in, you know, this whole journey, and it's kind of like in that grateful mode of, I am so glad I met this person, and I am so glad of how I am coming into my own inner union through the inspiration that that you are getting, even, or that this person is kind of like, there could have been certain things that this person said that kind of like really kept you going in your journey as well. Like, I don't know, like I'm seeing, why am I seeing that avatar scene of like the ICU energy? It's coming to my mind. But I feel like there's a great appreciation from this collective and this journey and this person for activating them. Don't make that fit. Let's get one last one. Oh, I got it now. Oh, beautiful way to end this part. You're seeing them as the one. So what are you doing? You're releasing the time, you're releasing the expectation. I want to get your true emotions. Service, confirmation, that's you guys. I want to get your emotions towards this person. What emotions is this collective sitting on currently? First one, change. So certain jealousy could be arising right now, but this is also about knowing that you are the same as everybody, but with different challenges of that acceptance. But for the first one to be changed, clearly this collective, you're focused on your evolution and death or rebirth period. And it's so funny because literally yesterday I was watching one of Bree's readings, and she was saying usually when one of you guys, when the feminine ascends, you're pulling onto that thread with this person and you're making them. But also what I was seeing with this change is what I said before, even through that physical distance or that emotional distance, you can feel them in the 5D. You're not focusing on the connection in the 3D. You're focusing on the connection spiritually. You're changing that aspect of your mind. You're believing. You're focusing on the belief instead of what is not, you know. And again, confirmation with that death energy. When you guys go through a death period, this person also goes through that death period, because what you're doing is evolving through your threads, and you're pulling this person as well to evolve as well. Literally understand that that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. That's very nice. Your own balance. Also, I feel like this collective, you feel very balanced right now. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Confirmation. No longer holding on to resentment. Grateful sign. What did I say with that inner union and that you inspire me? You guys are grateful. You're seeing the gratitude, not the loss. It's because you haven't lost them. It's just that it's not the right time right now, or it wasn't the right time. You're seeing the different perspective. You're changing the, you know, your mind frame. And also you could feel like this person is trying to really focus on the balance through discipline. And this is what I was about to say. You could be very disciplined right now. You could be focusing on, you know, certain regimens or, you know, daily routines, you know, really focused on, you know, maybe it's the little things. Maybe you're making your bed every day, which maybe in the past you would just leave it like that and just go into your bed again without it being made. Coming to my mind, where every time you need to wash a dish, you're like, you know, instead of just in the past, maybe you just left the dishes there and you would do them the next day or the next. I feel like this collective, whenever it's kind of like not giving into that pull of, you know, being lazy. And I don't want to say that this collective, you're lazy, but, you know, giving into that devil energy. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. No, you're no longer avoiding. You're just, you know what, I can do it now. And you just get it done. It's like, I feel like it's that, again, it's that discipline with your mind as well, you know. Even, you know, little things like, oh, I need to go to the bathroom, you know. And I feel like my feminines, or, you know, my genetically women, like, and we usually do this whenever we're really concentrated, we tend to not go to the bathroom, you know, because we're so focused and we're just holding it in. It's coming to my mind, so this is a big detail. I feel like this collective, maybe you're going through certain, you know, actions having to do with that. It's like, oh, I have to, okay, maybe it's like when, oh my God, you could be really rambling right now. Like, you can see how, remember, I embody your energy, not tell you how you're feeling. You could be, you know, whenever you're about to go to bed, or whenever you need to just go to the bathroom, it's like instantly you go and do it. You don't wait. You know what I mean? That's basically what I was trying to say. It's coming to my mind for, and acceptance right there. Sign. Beautiful. Change. This is the emotion that you're sitting in right now. By having courage. And I just saw a butterfly again. I find the inner strength to face my fear with confidence. Beautiful. Changing that mind frame. Confirmation. Envy. Maybe the failure of this relationship is, but this is also about, you know, learn. I feel like this is what's currently not overwhelming this collective, but this is, you know, being illuminated in your subconscious right now, the envy or even the failure. But also I feel like this part of the energy is also what you're absorbing from this person, because they're literally going over those jealousy tendencies, the abandonment, you know, the fear of intimacy and the failure. Will this repeat again? Confirmation with that is what I'm feeling with this energy. I want one more for it though. Yeah, they're trying to break free from this. Confirmation, I feel like, and both of you. So you guys, since you're in a balanced energy, you guys are releasing it fast. You guys are releasing it with peace. This person is currently going through a lot of this because they're going through introspection. They're going through that, you know, that clarity of the mind of, why do I keep on thinking about this? And they're trying to stay positive, but they're trying to free themselves from this mind frame, focusing on the jealousy issues or, you know, the failure of the connection, thinking that will this ever, you know, evolve again? Or will I ever stop running again? Confirmation with that black deck. Balance. Through a death and rebirth period, of course. We cannot find balance without releasing what no longer serves us. But learning that endings are merely beginnings, that's the balance, you know? Not holding on to what happened. Discipline through forgiveness, not holding on to what happened. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. This collective, you know that. It's beautiful. No longer blaming, taking accountability for your own well-being. And I feel like that's what's projecting onto this person as well. Alrighty. Alrighty then. Okay. Alright, before I get into them, I want to see currently what is being illuminated in your shadow and what you're releasing. And then I want to get a universal message with these for you guys. So, let's see. What is this collective, this main collective, currently going through shadow-wise? And what are they releasing through their shadow? What layers are being removed? Let's get 5. Stubbornness, that ego, which is what they're going through as well. All right, so the first one is stubbornness. I feel like this is what you're releasing, finally, because you're in that surrender energy. And look how it's so funny about that running. I feel like you're no longer wanting to run. I'm seeing that hair. I don't know if it's hair. Yeah, it is. It is hair, right? Is it hair? I feel like that's hair. Like maybe that's the feminine. And I know I don't want to be stereotypical, but you know, I'm seeing it as a feminine energy. No longer wanting to run. Again, confirmation with that black deck. But flexibility, resolving, and growth. Sign. So you're releasing your stubbornness by being flexible, no longer rigid, no longer in kind of like emperor and reverse energy. You're focused on resolving, not focused on the problem. You're focused on your growth. That's how you're releasing that stubbornness. Shedding illusions. Confirmation, reality, honesty, and self-love. Beautiful. So in stubbornness, I can denote perseverance, but it also may hinder progress. So instead of being perseverant from the ego, you're being, you know, perseverant or persistent with your healing, you know, by resolving what is the core issue. It's my feelings, what, you know, has been done in my 3D and what I am needing to heal from, which is, again, confirmation projecting onto this person. Shedding the illusions. This is about reality, honesty, and self-love. The first step is awareness. The second is acceptance. This collective, you've gone through it. We've seen it in twice. It has been twice confirmed, that acceptance. We have control issues. Releasing, trusting, and empowerment. So how are you releasing your control issues? By trusting, by releasing, confirmation to what I said before. Everything I say is for a reason. And empowering yourself, that inspiration with that inner union. Sign. Fear of losing power or false security leads to vulnerability. Arrogance. You are shedding a lot. But this is about humility, awareness, and growth. It's that forgiveness is what I'm seeing. Not seeing flaws hinders growth. No limits to learn and learn and improve. Beautiful. And inner cosmos. I love this. Trauma, seeing, and going deeper. Again, confirmation. You're introspecting into within yourself whenever you get those negative thoughts or negative emotions. You're not just sitting on the emotion or sitting on that thought and going over and over and over it. You're just releasing it. And if anything, you're saying, you're thinking to yourself, why is this being illuminated right now? What do I need to learn? This could be an actual thing that you've said to yourself in your mind or even spoken. What am I needing to learn from this situation? What am I needing to learn from what my thought is showing me? Don't make that part fit. It came to my mind for a reason. But there it is. Confusion, anxiety, and escape. I feel like this is sometimes what you do feel, but because this other person is going through that. All right, so I don't usually do this, but I kind of want to confirm these with this. Okay, let's get a universal message confirming the shadow with this deck, please, spirits. Let's confirm stubbornness. What is being universal message for this collective? Confirming stubbornness. By focusing on self-love, focusing on your intuition as well. So literally what I said before, by you believing in yourself because you've been working on your self-worth, your value, your freedom, your respect, you're releasing that stubbornness, that 3D aspect in your mind, that ego that is not wanting to let go. You're releasing it by seeing yourself and trusting in yourself and trusting in your vision as well. Sign. Shedding illusions. You're bringing more abundance. Reality, honesty, and self-love. You are abundant. And 11. You could be seeing 1111 a lot, or even 111. And this is 11th of the 9th, 9th of the 11th, important date or birthday. And I think we did get 9th of the something. Was it 9th of the 7th or 6th of the 9th? I can't remember. I know it was 69, but yeah. Control issues. Also, this is about being in the energy of abundance. So what are you going to start doing? You're attracting abundance. So by releasing the negativity, by being in gratitude and shedding the illusion, by being in gratitude, by being in honest with yourself, what are you doing? You're attracting more honesty. Oh, sign. I'm sorry. I'm very excited for this collective. This energy is absolutely beautiful. Control issues. Better than you can ever imagine by releasing control. And also that clarity, that dragonfly energy, that being lighthearted, finding things out, changing, evolving, and healing. Literally releasing trust and empowerment by focusing on the bigger picture, that vision, this eye, not these eyes. Arrogance. And facing your fear. And also you could have found a key at every... And by the way, like I'm seeing this facing your fear, because this is about humility, awareness, and growth, is growing through that fear, but also maybe not being afraid of that fear, really trying to understand that fear. I feel that's what's happening with this collective. You guys are maybe, you know, it's literally, I'm seeing that what is it? That balance with that shadow and that light self. You cannot have darkness without light. You cannot have light without darkness. It needs to be illuminated and darkened. I don't know how you say it, but you know what I mean. Finally removing arrogance, or even maybe you were someone who was very proud and wouldn't, you know, accept or be honest with themselves about, you know, that you guys were in fear. And now you're actually acknowledging that, yes, I did have fear because of this, this, and this. Again, you're going through introspection with it. Inner cosmos. So this is about trauma, seeing and going deeper, nourishing while waiting. So again, nourishing your shadow. Number 5, transformation. So how do you release this? How do you get through it? You just give it love, unconditional love towards yourself. Sign. All right, let's get a couple more having to do with what the universe is wanting to tell you. I'll get 3 more. Universal message for this collective. Your service, confirmation, focus on your service. Focus on your service. And it's so funny because we got 39 and 38. You could be seeing consecutive numbers, but like down, and again, that alignment, but the other way around. Could be quantum jumping right now. Again, confirmation with that death energy. Let's get 2 more. Universal message for... Oh, opportunity! I knew... And you know what? Before I get into that opportunity card, because this arrogance and facing your fear kind of like really sucked to me. For some reason, I feel this collective, maybe you went through a point of you thought that it was... You were weak for maybe feeling that you did not have fear, or you saw it as weakness, as having fear, but now you're more in that acknowledgement. It's not that it's weak. It's just that I need to confront it, you know. And again, confirmation to what I said before, you're no longer avoiding. But opportunity, there's a reason why I said you could have found a key, because every time I see this door, I see that someone found a key. You're about to be opening another door. You're being granted another opportunity. Confirmation, alignment. 16, 14, 16. Maybe those are important dates for February. I said February for a reason, but maybe they were important dates from February, but also I'm seeing it as important dates for April. Oh, so by nourishing your shadow, you're about to shine. And by the way, this is my witchy poo. So you could be doing a lot of... Why am I seeing moon rituals, but like self-love rituals. There's a reason why I'm saying this. But nourishing your shadow, confirmation, another confirmation of you are acknowledging it, you're not avoiding it. And through this, you're about to shine. Maybe you're an Aries. Every time I see that candle or I pay attention to it, I feel like maybe the collective who is watching is going to go through a birthday in the month that I am actually making the reading. So for this collective April, it's coming to my mind. But 33 also, divine feminine energy. Sign. Beautiful. Very nice, guys. Alrighty. Let's get into this person. And I think I'm going to do exactly the same thing how I did with you guys. But without the... All right. So before I even get into... Because I kind of want to see what's going on in their life right now for some reason. I want to see first the emotions that they're sitting in currently. And we'll get what is currently going on with their life with these. What's currently going on with their energy and their focus right now. And then, no, actually, I'm not going to get these. No, actually, I'm going to get these, but I'm going to confirm with these because these have, communicate on the bottom. These have like earth sign, air sign. I feel like I want some details having to do with that. But let's see first what's the emotion that they're currently facing. All right. Person on this collective's mind, which I feel could be the divine masculine. What is the person on this collective's mind currently? What are the emotions they are currently sitting on? Currently. First one, freedom. Stopped. Clearly, they are going through a purge. First one. Sign. They are really trying to free themselves. They could feel very... I'm seeing that 10 of Wands in reverse, laying down their burdens finally. This is what the emotion that they're sitting on currently. The challenges. Accepting the challenges are the best way to learn. That's pretty. That's very nice. Let's get 3. Sign. They're trusting. Again, power of projection. Wow. All right. We have that. Let's get what's currently going on around this person's energy. What are they currently focused on? And what is currently going on around the person on this collective's mind's energy? We'll get 3. Dragonfly. So adapting, changing, coming up, certain things coming to light. And for some, you know how I save these on Snapchat, and I was like seeing, which deck should I get? There's a reason why when I was tapping into this person's energy, since I'm tapping in their energy, they could be feeling very scattered right now, not knowing what decision to make, but, trying to make the decision the quickest way possible in the sense of, not staying stuck in that indecision, how you guys are not staying stuck in that negative mind frame, just releasing it. It's coming to my mind for a reason. It's what I'm feeling. But it's so funny how I put these because I literally have freedom, adversity, and trust. And the first one that came out was Dragonfly. This is about being lighthearted, certain things coming into light, but adapting, changing, and healing. So... And this freedom is, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. So what are they doing? Changing their mind frame, changing, the way they go through life to be able to balance out that freedom, to be able to really, stay in that freedom energy. Then we have Palm Tree under adversity. This is about stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. Through the challenges, learning their own stability. Again, confirmation. For some reason, I smelled something burning. Let's get one more. But there it is, the snake. So this is about competition, enemy, the other man, the other woman, looking over their shoulder. They could have some malicious energies around them. And they got the twin flame. So this person, I feel like, really believes in this journey. I want one more for the snake. Why am I feeling like maybe this is the person that they're leaving? Photograph. So wanting to learn from the past. This is about nostalgia, wanting to make new memories, looking at your photos. Hold on. heartbroken. I feel like this, you know what? There's a reason why I mentioned that indecision and what they're trying to focus on and releasing. For some reason, I feel like they're going over, but they're trying to trust with this. But this snake energy, I feel like maybe it's that karmic energy that they're going over, you know, and that nostalgia also is like, I'm seeing it as them going over that decision that they made by choosing this person and how they ended up heartbroken. There's a reason why they're trying to focus on, you know, making the right decision. But if not that they're wanting to make it impulsively, but also it's like they're trying to trust that their intuition, that third eye chakra that you guys felt, they're trying to trust their intuition with this in the sense of making the right choice this time. Because whoever they chose before clearly left them in very wounded energy. They left them in, you know, heartbreak. They left them in sadness. There was like, and it's more so affecting them in the sense of, I made the wrong choice. It's coming to my mind for a reason. Let's get one more. Yeah. Changing the perception, but focusing out. I feel like and they're healing their heart. That's nice. They're healing their heart. They're trying to, and again, freedom from a toxic relationship or addiction. Could have gone through certain addictions with this person. It's coming to my mind. But I feel like those rose-colored glasses have come off, is what I'm feeling. All right, hold on. Let me get some more details of what they're currently going through. What is currently, let's see. This is what's around their energy as well. Where's their main focus? This person's main focus. Challenges. So they're trying to see the challenge. Again, confirmation with what they're feeling, the emotion that they're sitting in. But they're making the decision to work on their inner healing. Literally adapting. All right. And we have cycles. So they're paying attention to their cycles. Confirmation to what I said before, the closing of the cycles. But this is about fate, karma, something ending, something beginning. Wow. Certain narcissist, but someone is too full of themselves. Who is this narcissist? So something having to do with a man. If they're trying to, it could be that maybe, you know, they're trying to leave that mind frame of that narcissist energy, you know, that, you know, putting the people in the category. But also it could be that they are going through their own narcissistic patterns that they've had in the past, but they're trying to manifest exactly what they want. Yes, luck is on their side with this. I want one more for who the narcissist is, because I'm seeing someone they went on a vacation with, or they could be planning a vacation, but they're trying to focus on giving it more time. You know, this is about everything in divine timing. They're trying to, again, confirmation, they're trying to let everything flow. I wanted one more. I wanted to see if maybe one of my, they'll be back. They know that it'll come when it's supposed to come. And air sign, you guys could be an air sign, or they could be an air sign. Again, I feel like this narcissist is kind of like that heartbroken energy, or also what their behavior. You know what I mean? All right. Let's get how they are currently genuinely feeling towards you. And then we'll get their emotion towards you. And then I want to get their intentions. And then we'll roll a dice and see what's coming for you guys. All right. Person on this collective's mind. Are they genuinely feeling towards the collective? So certain friends, maybe they're wanting to start. All right. Let's get two more and we'll break it down. Oh, wounded masculine. Didn't want to come out though. I don't feel like they see you as wounded masculine. Oh, the denial because of the rejection. Hold on. So this is what they could be still confused about, because we literally have friends. Maybe they're wanting to start as friends, like really rebuilding that connection. We have fertility. This is about children. Maybe they spoke about the fact that they wanted children with you, but this is about birthing a new idea and new beginnings. So they're trying to focus on the new beginnings. They're still a little bit in confusion though. Confirmation, what I said before, I feel is because of having to do with that 3D, literally having to do with the 3D. You could have rejected this person, putting up the boundaries, or maybe saying, you know, we're not aligning right now, or whatever it is that you said, but this person went through that rejection. There's a reason why they're wanting to chase you again. And there's still a little bit of denial happening here. Even though they're trying to go through acceptance, you guys have been going through acceptance, they're still needing to remove this. And I feel like this confusion is mostly because of that rejection, but we'll confirm. And also that dark night of the soul, for sure. All right, let's confirm, friends. This is how they're feeling towards you. Forgiveness. Rebuilding is what I'm hearing with this. Maybe they're wanting to come with forgiveness and really start from, you know, kind of like a fresh start. They're transforming. That's nice. Fertility. This new beginning. Oh, love since the beginning of time. This person could really want to have your babies. But they're focusing on everything in divine timing. This is also that mothership they could really resonate with. Ancient Egypt. You guys could even resonate with ancient Egypt and they know about it. But they're trying. I feel like it's... Why am I seeing that Cleopatra and Caesar energy? Or that even, you know, from The Mummy, what is that, the one with the couple with Brendan Fraser and was it Rachel, her name? I can't remember. But that pair, you know, how she was reincarnated from the past. She was part of, you know, I think she was, what was her name? Haksunamun. I think it was her sister or something like that. I'm seeing that for some reason. Confusion. You could really love that movie. Confusion. Because of the cycles. That's why. There's a reason why the cycles came out before. I feel like this is something that they're clearing out. But there is certain... I feel like the cycles having to do with this is literally, will I repeat this cycle again? I feel like they're putting that confusion in their mind because there's still some negativity that they're holding on to that they're needing to release. Literally. A fire sign. What did I say before? What did I say before a fire sign? Did I say a fire sign before? Why did I hear like I said fire sign? I don't know. Rejection. Oh. So family and home. They felt like you were their home and their family. But also... Why am I saying maybe you guys picked part of their family? Like maybe you're friends with someone in their family is coming to my mind. But how can my family reject me is kind of like one, again, 3D aspect. I see them as home. How can my home reject me? How does someone who I feel like is family reject me? Again, confirmation with that denial as well. Denial. Certain secrets, but I feel like this is what's going to be illuminated. It's like kind of like the universal secrets. I want one more for that because I'm not feeling like this person has secrets. Confirmation. I feel like this is part of that universal mission for this collective. Certain secrets will be illuminated when they're ready. You know, whatever is being hidden right now, it's for a reason having to do with this denial. It'll be illuminated when it's supposed to. Higher consciousness. Last one. Oh, and you guys got the one and they got the red thread bond. Confirmation. Confirmation. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1 action on the bottom. I feel like this person is really wanting to step it up. All right, let's see what their genuine emotion towards this collective is. So they're trying to focus on being healthier in the sense of I'm seeing that mind, trying to really honor not only their physical vessel, but their... Well, yeah, it is the mind, physical vessel. But trying to be positive is what I'm seeing here. You know, understanding that negativity is unhealthy is what is coming to my mind. And again, that freedom, again, they could have felt very free and very safe with you. They're gaining courage. Beautiful. So through what? Healthier decisions. Beautiful. Beautiful. They see you as their happiness. But they are aware that being happy means that they are on the right path. Again, that intuition energy. Your guys is what you felt that they were activating. Health. From the guilt. Releasing the guilt. Sign. Focusing on the positive. Not focusing on the past. You know, the reason why I say everything. Courage. Through this indecision. Sign. Sign. Having courage through this indecision, trying to use their intuition in all aspects of their life. Again, confirmation, this collective, very, very connected. You guys saw what you guys got in that, how you guys were feeling towards them. And a lot of it had to, you guys are literally viewing this person and how you feel towards this person and how their activation is going, you know. I feel like that's where that indecision is coming from again. You guys are feeling everything and you're really helping them release whatever it is they need to release to come into acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change, because why? You guys are releasing what you cannot change. You guys are releasing that ego, that arrogance. You guys are releasing your needing to control. So what is happening here? Power of projection. It's projecting onto them. Happiness. By releasing worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Very nice. Last one. But there's still a little bit of grief. Understand that losing something is an opportunity. Appreciate it. That's one of the challenges that they're having to go through right now. Releasing the grief. Let's get one more for grief. But you're, again, confirmation they're learning through your service. How to release grief. How to release that negativity. How to let go of that emotion and not let it control them. Sign what I said before. Sign. Trying to focus on the glass half full, not the glass half empty. Beautiful. All right, let's get their true intentions towards this collective. And then we will get... And literally I'm watching here my surrender cards. It says surrendering unhealthy relationships. Letting go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. I feel like this is what they're going through. Confirmation with that Intuit Tarot deck. You deserve to be treasured by others and be surrounded by positive people. Maybe that's also something that the removal of the glasses. Maybe they, again, that choice of why I picked the wrong person. I did not feel... I'm literally seeing that. And again, that narcissist energy. But again, I feel like this person is coming to acceptance through what? Your mission. By releasing that denial. They need to surrender procrastination, what you guys have been doing. Sign. So now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Take action will attract success. I was literally seeing that with you guys. You guys are in the with that other deck, this deck. Action leading to success. Very nice. And surrendering to the magic of who they are. So they're needing to go through, again, that self-love, that self-appreciation. Alrighty. Let's get their true intentions, genuine intentions towards this collective. Let's see. What is this person's true, genuine intentions towards this collective? Genuine intentions towards this collective, and then we'll get dice. I'm hearing days or weeks even. I'm hearing more days, but I'm feeling Libra energy, justice energy. But number 88, and 8 for me is karmic justice. So 88 is like a lot of justice is about to come into, you know. Let me see. Hold on. This is, I want, for some reason, I want to read the positive here. They could be a Libra. You guys did get air sign. Romantic, charming, diplomatic, fair, idealistic, social, clever, and smart. Negatives: indecisive, self-pity, vain, unreliable, superficial, ambivalent, lazy, and fearful. Maybe that's the negative aspects or patterns that they're going over with their wounds as well. I feel like that's where that abandonment and the literally I'm seeing that as what I said before with, you know, I made the wrong decision before. I chose wrongly before. There's a reason why they're going through their actions, but I know I acted as if I couldn't make up my mind about our relationship, but it was really because I was scared of hurting you and you hurting me. So it was out of fear. So summer, we have dates. So this could end 100 completion. I'm seeing that as, you know, you could be seeing 999 a lot right now. But 100, it's like coming in out of the 99s. But certain memories that you may have shared with this person, June 21st to August 5th. and August 6th to September 21st. I feel like during those months, maybe 2 years ago, that was when they made the wrong decision, is what I'm hearing. Don't make that fit. There was something happening in between these dates that actually had to do with their decision and why they're going over the indecisiveness in that moment and the decision that they made after. Don't make that part fit. Let's get one more and then we'll confirm. One more of their true intentions towards this collective. And I'm staring at my 3. Wordless. That block chakra. 80. There is so much for me to tell you, but I am unable to express myself in a rational way, so I'd rather keep quiet. Confirmation to literally how I'm speaking. How I'm rambling everywhere. How sometimes I I don't know how to finish expressing myself. Confirmation. This person does not know how to start. Confirmation. Confirmation. That was amazing. Wow. All right, let's confirm this Libra energy. The age difference maybe was part of why they wouldn't make the decision. Why am I hearing the odious opinions? Maybe, you know, because of the age difference, you got they had a lot of opinions coming to them, being like, it'll never work because maybe, you know, maybe you guys are a little bit older than this person, or there was a lack of life experience as well, is what I'm hearing. But 62, and again, 62, 6 plus 2, 8. A lot of karmic coming, like full circle moments is what I'm hearing. I know there's a huge age gap between us and some may even object because of that. However, we are so similar in many ways regardless of our differences. But I feel like maybe this, because maybe you did have a very you had more life experience than they did, they were holding on to, this person can actually hurt me. How do I get through this if they do? It's coming to my mind. So again, it's coming from wounded energy. It's literally that worry that they're going over as well. All right, let's see. What was this event that happened in these months or in this time frame? I'm feeling like a realization of an event that happened with here. Rebuilding. So this person could have wanted to rebuild in this time frame, and that's when they made the wrong choice. It's coming to my mind for a reason. You would have a memory of something like that, where you would feel that something was about to happen on that time, and it actually, not that it backfired, but that you then found out that this person started dating someone else. It's coming to my mind for a reason. Do not make that fit. But I feel there needs to be a compromise in order to move forward. We both have blamed each other and accused each other of things. I want to heal all of this with you, and I know we can rebuild together. So again, don't make it fit. There's a memory having to do with you guys feeling that they were wanting to come forward, but then that's where and I'm hearing it very specifically. Again, there's a reason why I said 2-year cycle as well. We're about to come into, well, it's April, but you know, we're 2 months away from this. Yes, absolutely, yes. Okay, wordless. Let's confirm wordless. Time is ticking, and they can feel the shift. There's a reason why they're needing to know how to express themselves, because they can feel something. And number 9, again, almost completion. I am trying to be patient. I want to return. I want you to return, and I want to return to you. Being apart from you feels like an eternity. But they're worried. Maybe that's why they're worried as well, because they don't have anything. They don't know how to express themselves right now. There's a reason why I had that throat chakra blocked. But they're focusing on their self-love. Sign. So 81. I've been working on my self-worth, and I am recognizing the issues that have been holding me back. Sign. I'm trying to heal myself by loving myself first. Beautiful confirmation. Beautiful. 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 Let's get one last one. Beautiful. Actually, that was the best way to end that. The intentions. I'm not getting any more. We don't need more confirmation. If anything, I feel like that's something that this person is needing, you know, not more. They need to believe. They need to keep on trusting. That's what they're trying to focus on. They need to keep on trusting. So this collective, you know what? You don't need more. All right. Let's see. I'm hearing days. Why am I hearing 2? Or even 1? All right, let's see. Universe, how far ahead do you want me to tap into? 3. All right, 3 days. Because I was really hearing 3 days. Okay, 3 days. Let's get these. I want to get, because you know I've been getting first like 1 row with certain things that could be. Let's get these to get, you know, this. All right. The next 3 days for this connection, inspired action towards this collective, universal message. And I literally just got a text. Wow. Oh. There's that time. And there's the runner. Confirmation to what I said. I don't want to run again. Oh my God. You're irreplaceable. Why did I make the wrong decision? Wow. So we have irreplaceable. We have values. So we have, I'm seeing this as you guys, you know, focusing on your values, the right values. They could be a little bit overwhelmed right now. I did feel that, you know, the stress from this is draining me. And I feel it. There's a reason why they can't even speak. They're going over the time, confirmation with those true intentions, and they don't want to run anymore. Seriously. Wow. All right. Let's get into it. Hold on. Let's get tarot. The way you love me can never be matched. There's a reason why I said those dates were. All right. Let's get tarot. Next 3 days. The next 3 days for this collective. And this person, inspired action. What is going on next few days? Universal message. Next 3 days. I'm seeing my Wheel of Fortune. Oh, 3 of Coins upright. Doing it together. Collaboration. Active listening. And what did I say that I was feeling? Hierophant energy. I got chills, guys. Oh my God. This is about doing things right as well. Beautiful. I knew it. Oh, but that's the overwhelming energy. The regret, the emotional baggage, past life trauma needing to be healed. Guilt. There's that guilt, the intense feelings, the unresolved issues. All right. Hold on. We have... And it's so funny how the Hierophant went under the values energy. And 3 of Coins, the irreplaceable, the soul energy. Time, okay. So that's a little bit fostering codependency with having to do with time. You know, not really in that I don't chase, I attract energy. So still a little bit of things needing to be woken up. Clearly I said it for a reason. In the ego, but then we have the waxing moon making progress 1 to 2 weeks. So this could be something that leads from 3 days to 1 to 2 weeks. So we have, okay, main energy I'm feeling here. This person is wanting to come in and wanting to actively listen. And also I feel like this collective, there's a reason why you guys are releasing that negativity. You guys are really paying attention also to what you are listening to in your mind. So there's this active listening of and paying attention of what you're needing to change or evolve from. So like there's this synergy of what you're feeling currently and what is being illuminated in your mind right now to see if you're in that energy of active listening, really in that energy of releasing the not only expectations but also, you know, releasing if you've actually released the resentment that you had in the past for this person. There's a reason why I'm saying that. And if you're really in that energy of I will be able to listen to, or the universe kind of like testing you if you're going to be able to listen to this person without judgment. Right, collective will understand that. But I feel like this person, Hierophant energy, he's my husband. He's my spiritual husband, where the Emperor or the King of Coins is kind of like my divine masculine in the 3D husband. But this is about doing this is about being a leader. I feel like they're going to lead with, wanting to co-create is what I'm hearing. This is about programming. And again, certain values and having faith. Certain values aligning as well is what I'm feeling. This is a marriage card as well. You guys got engagement ring in the first deck. So I feel like there's something having to do with them, finally going through that Hierophant energy, that illumination, that reprogramming of their mind, literally having faith in their own journey as well. Why I'm staring at my star, and you guys got Aquarius. I'm staring at my star. I feel like the star is about to come out as well, and the world energy. But no longer wanting to conform is what I'm hearing. But doing, knowing right from wrong as well. This is beautiful. There is a little bit of emotional anguish right now. We did say that before, and that's that overwhelming energy. The stress of the situation is kind of over. I feel this person is wanting to maybe speak about the regret that they have. And the emotional baggage that they've had to endure by not making the right choice is what I'm hearing. There's a reason why the active listening is being illuminated right now. There's certain things that maybe there are going to be triggering for you to hear, of why they didn't pick you or why they didn't, make the choice in the right time before. But there's a reason why this collective also, you're releasing the expectation of when is this coming in, or, just releasing it to, it'll align when it's supposed to align, which means this collective, you guys have gone through that energy of, again, confirmation before with the emotion cards, the acceptance through the journey. It's that inner union and that you inspire me, understanding that if you wouldn't have met this person, if you wouldn't have gone through all of those emotions and all of those triggers, you would not be the person you are today. Don't make that fit. I do feel this person maybe, this Queen of Cups is a little bit baffling a little bit. I feel it's having to do with the time of it, and the codependency of when is this coming in, just because it's under that time. I want one more for that. Yeah, the missed opportunities, the time, literally Knight of Swords in reverse. And you saw how that flew away. There's certain insecurities that they are, and again, an impulse. There's certain insecurities that they're going over, and the lack of of control that they have in this because of the time that it has passed. It could be that maybe they're going to want to speak about that. And also how it hurt you, maybe the fact that why they chose this other person and why they took so much time. But there's a reason, again, confirmation to what I said before. This collective, you've released that expectation, you've released. I feel like the first thing, since they are, I feel they are very much in Hierophant energy, wanting to right their wrongs. Wanting to rewrite. No, not rewrite the wrongs, but wanting to do the right thing instead of the wrong. They're going through the right behavior and the wrong behavior. They're wanting to, illuminate that. They're wanting to take accountability for that is what I'm feeling. He's very righteous is what I feel with the Hierophant. He's very, I feel he leads with truth, very fair. And I feel like that's maybe I'm seeing that forgiveness, forgiveness with the friends, wanting to rebuild the right way by releasing everything, that all the baggage, the emotional baggage that they have having to do with this connection and what you guys even felt. It's coming to my mind for a reason. Having to do with this Nine of Swords energy, this Knight of Swords energy, and this Queen of Cups in reverse energy. Really wanting to, they're needing to get things out of their chest and their mind. So there's a reason, again, confirmation why this active listening is being activated with this collective. So I'm not saying there's union in 3 days. I'm saying I feel like there's this pivotal moment. There's this pivotal moment of communication, of active listening and active communication from this person that is kind of like that footstep, that foot over the door. Because he's a very rapid moving Knight, the Knight of Swords. Even though maybe it could feel a little bit impulsive and a little bit out of control, I feel it's more, you know, that they're needing to express, which is confirmations with that love pop deck, that they don't know where to start, but they're needing to express. They're needing to get it off their chest. Literally, Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. This is about the big push. I feel like it's that foot in the door. It's kind of... it's that domino effect. However you react in this situation when this communication comes in, I feel is going to be that, you know, that... how do I say this? I always forget how I say it. It's not the foot in the door. It's that, it's that domino effect into the progression, into evolving the relationship, you know, putting the foundation in the right way. Because then we have the waxing moon, the making progress is a shifting of consciousness. They're gaining strength, the final steps for that increase. And this is in 1 to 2 weeks. There's a reason why I said that. I feel like this is more that communication, and whatever progresses, for the love of God, whatever progresses, whatever they're gaining strength on, having to do with not wanting to run anymore, I feel like has to do with how you're going to respond as well. All right, let's confirm. 3 of Coins. Oh. So there's still a little bit of self-doubt within this person, but vulnerability. They're wanting to express vulnerability. And again, confirmation to what I said before with you guys. You guys maybe went through that period that, you know, being afraid is actually weak. This person is going through, you know, lack of self-confidence with being vulnerable. And it's the other way around. By being vulnerable, I feel like there is this gaining of confidence, you know. You should have confidence with showing who you really are. Confirmation, so what I said before, don't make that part fit, that this collective, you saw fear as, you know, a lack, as, you know, something that didn't align with courage, something not with courage, but if I have fear, I'm not strong. And no, it's just an emotion that you're needing to transmute and you're needing to release. It doesn't make you less or, you know, or more strong. It's coming. Don't make that fit. Let's get one more for strength, because I feel like they do gain it. And also fire sign, Aries energy. Confirmation, releasing limiting beliefs that because they're vulnerable, they're lacking confidence. No. Mental strength, it's up to you. Take your power back. Being vulnerable is not a bad thing. So I feel like for this collective, there's something there. Maybe they're needing your reassurance, you know, and maybe that's where your kind, compassion nature comes from, for this person to really open up as well their vulnerabilities. There's a reason why you are in that active listening, and also there's a reason why you've released resentment. It's so that you can actually listen to them without judgment and actually give them, without the expectation of the outcome, a good advice on, you know, giving them that strength yourself. You know, you can say whatever you want to me. I will not judge you. I understand that this is what you're feeling, and your feelings are valuable. I'm hearing that for a reason. But conquering self-doubt, I feel there's something that this collective says in this form of communication that, you know, actually builds this person's confidence and actually lets them open up about this Nine of Swords, this Knight of Swords, and this Queen of Cups energy in reverse, and why certain decisions were made. Hierophant. 6 of Coins. So the reprogramming, focusing on the good things, the sweet things in life, confirmation with that acceptance, confirmation with your guys' gratitude. And I just noticed on 8 of Swords in reverse, it's setting themselves free. And what are they focusing on? The freedom. Releasing everything so that they can finally be free and no longer be in that mental anguish and that emotional anguish. But under this Hierophant, under this reprogramming energy, under doing the right things instead of the wrong things, under understanding what is right and what is wrong, under understanding the values and having faith, they are what, through how you guys are, Starting to see the glass half full, that humor energy. For you guys, that gratitude energy, instead of focusing on the negativity, focusing on the positivity. So what are you doing through your projection? Abundance, abundance. And that's what they're thinking. Comforting connection. Tenderness, sweet things in life, shared moments could be really being illuminated right now with your person. Again, there's a reason why they're going over. I made the wrong choice in the past. Wanting to end that chapter to start a new one. Soulmate energy, innocence. And also, I feel like this is something that is helping them heal out their inner child wounds. Knight of Swords, and yours as well. So Knight of Swords is literally the self-sacrificing, the abusive nature, a certain defeat that they had because they weren't playing by the rules. But Magician energy. The inception points, thoughts becoming things. Establishing a clear vision out of this energy is what I'm feeling with this. The pre-manifestation, magician energy. Beautiful. All right, let's get this Knight of Swords and Queen of Cups. Okay, so we have another timing one. Manifesting, so literally the pre-manifestation, manifesting your desires by letting go of all of this negative energy. 1 month or next new moon, a change in confirmation. Manifesting your desires, setting your intentions. Confirmation. New cycle begins. Don't give up. Germination. Building that foundation the right way. Absolutely beautiful. All right, what is coming in the next 1 to 2 weeks then? What is the shift in consciousness? Oh, swept off your feet. Knight of Wands. And I felt fire. You guys could be an air fire pairing, but shameless flirt, adventurous, confidence, travel could be. You guys could really, you know, that passion really ignite as well. I'm not saying get into bed with this person quickly, but, you know, again, there's a reason why you're building the foundation. But I do feel like this shift in consciousness is, you know, it's kind of like, you know, starting to enjoy the relationship in the right way because you guys are in healed versions of yourselves. You know what I mean? Excited. I feel there's an excitement coming over, not only you guys, but this collective as well. Let's get one more. I swear if my High Priestess comes out. Oh. This is clouded vision, devoid of emotion, Queen of Swords. Why am I feeling this is this collective? It could be that maybe there are certain, again, the odious opinions that I said before, because this is about gossip and critical and being calculating. Or easily influenced. I feel like the biggest thing I'm seeing with this is don't talk about your connection. If odious opinions was the biggest one of your blocks in the past, then not speaking about your connection, and not that keeping it a secret, but what was it that came out? I can't remember what came out in my SJ Oracle, because I remember something about secrets and mission. But I can't remember what was the first card that came out. For some reason, I feel it like that. But what I am hearing with this Queen of Swords, if your relationship in the past, you know, one of the challenges was the odious opinions and the fact that, you know, maybe you guys, by speaking about your connection, you would get, you know, opinions of others, and maybe it would actually influence you guys into making certain decisions, what they went through as well. I feel like maybe it's more of don't speak about this connection. And also because I feel like with this Knight of Wands, maybe they're starting maybe this person is very charismatic, very, you know, adventurous and very free thinking, very, you know, kind of like, why am I seeing my Fool? You know, very, you know, he just lets himself go is what I'm feeling. So maybe that energy was kind of like the same energy that they had in the beginning of the connection. And, you know, it's coming to my mind. You guys start talking about your connection and how they came in. And for some reason, I'm hearing like they're going to, like friends of yours or even family are going to be like, but didn't they come in the last time like that as well? And I feel like that's going to actually cloud your vision because of another butterfly. of those opinions, and you're going to be easily influenced by those opinions. There's a reason why I'm saying this. I feel like leave, and there it is again, leave whoever is not part of this connection out of it, and build that foundation yourselves without having anybody influence you on your mind. Queen of Swords, remember, or have maybe a Queen of Swords who will influence you in the mind. I feel like that's more, you know, the universe saying, don't let yourself be influenced by others. Keep this hush hush right now and just build on your foundation, both of you together, until it is strong enough for you guys to be able to speak about it. You know, let it flow, not, you know, without, so that there's no expectation either from other people of how this person has to respond to you. You guys are both in different energies. There's a reason why I'm saying that. Literally, what did I say that I felt that this person was going through? 10 of Wands in reverse, laying down their burdens. So the readjusting, releasing, reducing, Four of Coins in reverse, getting their priorities straight, delegating responsibility, maybe also, you know, taking responsibility for for their own actions, but also, you know, releasing the responsibility that is not theirs to hold on to, and prioritizing. 6 of Coins, giving and receiving exactly the same thing, that equal give and take, being valued. So this, don't focus on this. Try to keep this, you know, under wraps until that foundation is solid, is what I'm feeling. Let's get one last one, and then King of Cups. King of Cups is not my favorite. Because King of Cups, even though he is emotional, mature, there's an emotional maturity. He is emotionally balanced. He's still a little bit surface level. But I feel like it's something that he can build on and start from a King of Cups and turn kind of like into that King of Coins energy. You know what I mean? So this is very self-aware though, and very highly intuitive. He's also very diplomatic, so very fair again, and it goes well with this Hierophant energy, and very kind-hearted and heart-centered. I feel like this person is coming in the right way. And literally what I said before, you know, the whole message, the beginning of this message was, you know, alignment and a test of faith. So I feel that even though this person comes in with this kind of energy that could have been the kind of energy that they came in before, because maybe that's core energy that they have. They're very charismatic. They're very kind. They're like that shameless flirt, because they love to flirt with you. Like, don't take that. I'm seeing that as, don't take that as trigger points. Or if anything, let them know that because it is something that they did in the past or how they acted in the past, you have to be vulnerable as well. They're going through active listening as well. It's not just for you to listen to them. It's literally that equal give and take energy. So don't focus on them being that charmer. I feel like this energy is all going to be towards you guys. It's all going to, there's an excitement. There's a heroic energy, maybe even travel, maybe, you know, just, you know, adventure energy. Try not to focus on this energy as being, oh, because they did it that past time, they're going to repeat that cycle and do it again. Don't. They're not wanting to run anymore. Have faith that this energy does not mean that they are going to run again. This energy just means that, you know, they're starting to grow with you. It's a new energy, but still certain characteristics are kind of like the same. You know what I mean? If you've always been a kind-hearted person, just because you've evolved doesn't mean that you're no longer kind-hearted. You know what I mean? If you were always someone who, you know, really saw, and for example, if you were someone who always saw the best in people, or even the other way around, maybe you were someone who always saw the people or had certain trust issues with certain people, but then you started to change that mind frame. Change that mind frame with this. It doesn't mean that this person is going to, but yeah. So I feel like these next 3 days are going to lead something for the next 1 to 2 weeks. And then are going to kind of like, it's literally that big push into the 3 days, the 1 to 2 weeks. And then the next new moon or in a month. So it's going to be progressive. But I feel this is beautiful. I'm not seeing this as, you know, union yet, but I feel it's literally that step and that foot in front of the door, like that foot towards the door, that big push, that literally you have, be nurturing, be compassionate, grounded. It's that Wheel of Fortune energy. It's that big push to start building on that foundation the right way, leading the right way, leading with love. Beautiful, beautiful. Alrighty, guys. This does not go here. And we have here at the bottom, unexpected outcome. And this is about things didn't go the way I planned. They need to stop focusing on that ego. They need to release that. And you guys as well. Just have no expectation whatsoever. You guys, there's a reason why you guys are connected, and there's a reason why you guys are highly intuitive right now. Have faith. Everything is being aligned beautifully on divine timing, not your ego's timing. Alrighty, guys. Let's get, I actually want to get some initials for today, because that was not for everybody. Not many here. But, alrighty. So we have HOPOVGY, but MTG, EYCB, GJA, YCC, AFD, BAIZV, PPT, QQO, EUN, QYMR, VWRKSM, GDR. You guys got my 3, 2, 1 action whistle thingy. I thought of this, but then I didn't see it, and I was like, maybe not. You guys got the 3, 2, 1 action. So again, 3 days is what I'm feeling for this collective. VUGKRRA, CCUEJ, UOKJJ, HDPPIWU, PUXOQDGVDJ, TGMYMYY. Why am I feeling like this person is really thinking about you, and you guys are feeling like you're wanting not to reach out, but you're wanting to maybe bump into each other? So maybe you're intuitively feeling that this person is wanting to bump into you to be able to have this communication. It's coming to my mind. Don't make that fit. You could be feeling it. SAINJEZIOMNWDIJPOGNURPESSNONH. Remember, full names, yours and theirs. Full names, first, middle, last if you have them, first and 2 last ones if you have them. This person, if they have a full, their first, middle, and last. If you don't know their middle, well, first and last. But full names don't make it fit. Charmies. But you guys are upgrading again. What I said before, that death and rebirth. You guys are evolving. Beautiful. The man on the moon. I'm seeing that as missing you, but talking to the moon. And again, what I said before for this collective, maybe you're doing some moon rituals having to do with self-love. So make that fit. Oh, this one usually isn't open, but it's like fully open. I feel like this person's mind is expanding. The letter R. Whoa. The letter R could have been one of the letters that were missing, the initials. I'm hearing Robert. The time has come. Every time this comes out, it's the time has come for you to lip sync for your life. You could love RuPaul, but you guys got my little chain thingy. Their initials could be LV. Your initials could be LV maybe. But love. Oh, and this literally flew out. The balancing. I put that and this flew out. The balancing of mind, body, and soul. Number 3, expansion as well. Ducks could be significant. You guys could have shared memories with ducks, or, this is also about using your intuition sign. But you could have a memory ducks. Why am I seeing 2 ducks in a pond going together, like at night? I'm seeing that. And Libra energy, again, confirmation. Clearly Libra is specific here, and for some reason I'm seeing Libra and Sagittarius, because I could see like in the like that I was seeing in this one and this one. So air, fire energy. Justice is at play is what I'm hearing. All right, let's get dice. Angel numbers, birthdays, important dates. Angel number you might need to look up. Wow, did you guys see how this is fallen? It's 7-4, 74, 7th of the 4th, 4th of the 7th. What day is it today? Hold on. What day is it today? Okay, so today is the 5th. So 7th of the 4th, well, it's not 3 days, but maybe in the next, I'm seeing the 7th of the 4th for a reason. So that's important. 10th of the 4th, 12th of the 4th, 44, divine masculine energy. And 64, angel number, love sign. Love this. Angels are by your side. The creator is by your side, the flower of life. 19th of the 12th, 19th of the 7th, 19th of the 4th, 19th of the 10th, important memories or dates. Again, 19 is important. So 19th of the 3rd, 19th of the 7th, 19th of the 10th, 10-10, completion, 10-10. 76, angel number, 66. So portal energies. So we have 10th of the 10th, portal energy, 6th of the 6th, portal energy, before 4th of the 4th, portal energy as well. You could have gone through a very big manifestation moment yesterday. That was 4th of the 4th. And you could have been seeing a lot of 444s yesterday. I could not stop seeing. I saw 4444, like 4444. I saw 444s. I saw 333s. There was so many synchronicities showing up yesterday. It was like the energy was like so magical. But 6th of the 3rd, 3rd of the 6th, 10th of the 6th, 10th of the 7th, 10th of the 3rd, 10th of the 2nd, 26th of the 10th, 26th of the 7th, 26th of the 3rd, 26th of the 6th. All right, 636. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I will be trying to post another reading later today, but if I don't, I'll post a couple more tomorrow, because I started getting a lot of messages. Like yesterday it was like getting messages, different collectives. But yeah, just keep the faith and keep working on yourselves. I love you, and lots of love and light. Bye. See you later.